English, British.
British.
I would,
British.
because I would love to. Hey, Ebony. Like, Ebony English.
Oh, top of the morning to you, Ebony.
Top of the morning to the. Yes.
All right, everyone. Welcome to the St. Patrick's Day episode of Out and About. It's me and Joey up in the studio on a motherfucking Monday for St. Patrick's Day. I'm pouring a Guinness because I'm Irish, and that's what we do on St. Patrick's Day.
You're not doing it right. Isn't there a special formula
really
to pour Guinness?
Look at that. That's a bad pour. Oh, no, it's going up.
It's like a sacrilegious. Isn't there a special way to do it?
Do you know how to pour these, Vinny? An actual fucking beer? You don't. Oh, my God. Is this a good pour?
I don't think so.
I
think that the leprechaun would throw that right back in your face.
90% foam, 10% beer. Well, happy St. Patty's Day.
You have to tilt the glass. You want me to pour a perfect pint for you?
Yes, please pour a perfect pint for me, Joseph.
No, this is Kiki Cuisine episode 358.
These are real glasses. Joey is pouring a perfect beer, allegedly. Dun, 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 dun. Pop over to YouTube if you're on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, or don't do any and just like our clips. That's all we need. He's pouring the beer.
You slowly start bringing it up.
This is the trashiest holiday there is. It is St. Patrick's Day. Oh,
I need more beer.
Not enough.
You used your whole beer?
I got mini beers. That's what it is, by accident. St. Patrick's Day in Boston. I wish I was there, honestly. I really do. It's the best holiday there could possibly
there
be
is a
in Boston.
perfect pint for you.
All right. Wait, top her off a little more because I want to do this split the G.
It'll spill on me, and I have my gown.
Split the G is? It's where you drink it down in one sip.
I thought it's when you split a jar of GHB with your friend.
Yes, that's
going on halves on the bag.
And what if he got halves on the bag?
Oh, she's dead.
What?
Vivian is dead.
Are you serious?
Yes. She died last month.
That's who died?
Yes.
She was the.
What if we went on halves on the bag?
Which one was she in that clip?
The white one.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Anyway, happy St. Patrick's Day.
So if you're not on YouTube, I am wearing a Bob Mackie gown.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a suede pump.
Mm-hmm.
Trish is in. Trish is dressed as that lesbian from Glee.
Oh, who's the tall lesbian from Glee?
Jane Lynch.
I dress like I hate.
You are Jane Lynch.
Don't you start that? I am Jane Lynch.
Can I taste this? I'm really excited.
Here, taste this because I'm gonna split the fucking G. Here.
What am I? Is there Dawn dish soap in this already?
No, there's no Dawn dish soap. And we're also with Vinny the Guinea, who is silent today on St. Patrick's Day, as
nice.
You fucking Italians should be with your loud mouths. You like it? You like it? I didn't know you were a beer.
Well, I like that.
All right.
And then everyone doesn't know. Wait. A lot of people don't know. Guinness is actually, everyone thinks like a heavy beer. It's actually lighter than most regular beers, calorically and on the tummy.
Is it because they use nitrogen or something?
I don't know. Maybe they use a Cumulus machine.
They could have used a Cumulus. They should be using the Cumulus machine. Yeah, I've never been a Guinness guy, but I will indulge in one or two on St. Patrick's Day. It just fucks my stomach up.
I'm excited for it. At the end of the episode, not the end of the episode, but during the episode, I have a cocktail, my St. Patrick's Day signature cocktail for Kiki Cuisine. I'm going to share the recipe with, and it involves Guinness. So.
Love it. All right. Well, I'm going to split the G. I think you just sip it and you want to get it to right down here. And if you get it right, that means you're Irish. And if you don't, that means you have to kill yourself.
Okay. And I'll beat you to death with this ukulele I have here. No, you know that wasn't even going to do it.
Am I a bitch?
Try it again.
Oh, God.
Oh, make him. He said no.
Okay. Like, this is like from the beginning.
She's trying to split the bag of G.
Close, but no cigar. I'll tell you what.
Last year we had Dana Beers in here, and he did it perfectly. Or perfectly.
Oh, a Guinness burp is so different from regular burp.
I'm so excited. Maybe I'll make...
Corned beef and cabbage, dear. Shepherd's pie.
I've made corned beef and cabbage before. Irish soda bread with raisins.
Yes.
Wiggles can't have raisins. And a good old pint.
A good old pint.
Some Irish potatoes.
Did your dad drink growing up? Poppy drink? Did he drink beer?
No, he never drinks beer.
That's a cultural difference.
He was a gin drinker our whole lives, and then vodka became popular like in the 90s, late 90s. He started drinking vodka. Now he does gin and vodka.
He did a slow gin fizz. That's a cultural difference between the Irish and the Italians. Irish people are liquor people. Like they like vodka, they like gin, whatever. Italians are.
Like
Irish like beer, which I
Yeah.
think which fits because the Irish as a whole are a disgusting people, myself included, obviously.
beer, cigarettes, and scratch-offs.
And pasty skin, aging poorly, depression, bad attitudes, you name it, we got it. I'm trying to have my sister mail down some McGillicuddy's nips to me. I don't know if it's
They don't
gonna
sell them
work.
in New York?
They don't sell them anywhere.
You can't order them on Amazon?
You can't order liquor on Amazon. It's insane. So I have to have her mail down a sleeve, $10 for 10 nips, and that's going to come down in the mail, and then I'm going to drink them alone on the couch as I eat M&Ms and go into a diabetic shock. Is there anything wrong with that?
Tonight you're doing that?
Yeah, maybe. Why not? Who fucking knows? This outfit you have on is incredible, by the way.
Thank you. It's
Tell
Bob
us about
Mackie.
it. It's a blow-up shamrock.
Do you want to blow it up for me?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do a little blow-up here. You're going to hear something in the background
If you-
humming,
Yeah,
and that is not Nana's CPAP.
It's not a biological clock ticking.
Believe it or not, that is not a CPAP.
Poppy got a CPAP. I told him he had sleep apnea. He went for the test and he has it.
Like father, like son.
Mm-hmm.
He has a full-blown CPAP. He's not even that like.
Fat.
Yeah. Oh, okay. God, these are so cool. You ever see the dinosaur costumes that kids have?
Yeah.
Where they like the costumes blows up and it's a T-Rex over your head or something?
Okay, now I'm gonna inflate. Now we can maybe speed this up.
Now she's
Right?
time lapse, yeah.
Do it. Will you time lapse it?
Oh, it's going. This is like when you're becoming an elephant queen.
She's turning violet. A blueberry. The snozberries taste like snozberries.
You lose. Good day, sir.
I do have to say, for fat people, if they can have this,
Yes.
this fan inside of our clothes at all times, I feel like I'm sitting in air conditioning right now.
Oh, you're getting a breeze? Is the breeze hot?
It is cool as a cucumber in here.
And you could do it. You could actually eat off the top of it. If I wanted to put
a hoagie there.
I could put a hoagie there, or maybe some loose pasta. You can slurp it right in. Is St. Patrick's Day? I feel like is one of the more fat-friendly holidays because it's all about drinking, and beer drinking is a fat man's game. Just look at Dana Beers, who we love to death. Oh God, you are blowing up, huh? Joey is standing up right now. I'm doing ASMR on the podcast. She's standing up. She's inflating into a full-blown shamrock, my dear. If anyone has ever been to Ireland, be sure to sound off in the comments and let us know below. I'd like to go, but I'm afraid I would get bored and I would get depressed. I cannot with how you look right now. Yes, please. If you're Irish, this will give you the biggest hard-on of all time. Hold on. Look at right now. We're recording. Again, YouTube, the leg is out. Joey is a full-blown... It's a 4-leaf clover is the lucky one or a 3-leaf?
4.
4. That's a shamrock.
No, it's essentially yes.
Oh, well. Anywho,
Okay,
you look great. You feel great.
Can you wind me?
It is a little bit of, here, bend down this way. It is a little bit of stolen valor. Actually, you know what? No, I've never felt stolen valor when another ethnicity partakes in St. Patrick's Day. The way I assume, if, a white guy celebrates Black History Month, that's stolen valor, right?
Not
But-
celebrates it. I mean, it's if you're claiming it as your own.
Yes.
So if like a non-Irish person is celebrating, I guess it is cultural appropriation.
But I don't feel that way. I just want everyone to be involved and I want everyone to drink all the time.
Well, let's back up, and we do have a history lesson.
Yeah, we do have
What-
we do. Yes, we do.
I don't know. So I have an article written by nowshewilltour.com,
Uh-huh.
and it says the history of St. Patrick's Day and why we drink on it. So
Okay.
let's take a lesson. This is the reading. The library is now open, Mama, and I'm gonna let Trish read because Nana has her.
Okay, let me
Matt
take
has
a
cataract.
look here. I'm going to pull it up on something a little closer to us. There's
Is
Jordan
this
Berry,
So this is gonna be the HERstory lesson.
a HERstory lesson. So I guess we'll start with why we drink on St. Patrick's Day. We drink as part of a long-standing tradition rooted in both religious and cultural practices. Originally, the day was a feast day honoring St. Patrick, who, as we know, got rid of all the fucking snakes in Ireland.
Yeah, what was he the saint of?
I don't know what he's the saint of, but he just drove the snakes out of Ireland. It was a serpentine isle deer.
Hey Siri, what was St. Patrick the saint of? Known as the Apostle of Ireland, he's a primary patron saint of Ireland. The other patron saints of Bridget, Clare, and Columbia. He's the apostle of Ireland.
He was born in Great Britain, brought to Ireland as a slave.
Oh.
And was captured, taken from his home. He eventually escaped his capture, returned to Great Britain, and then there was a vision that served as the impetus for his return to Ireland, saying that the people of Ireland were speaking through one voice. They called out to him and said, "We appeal to you, holy servant boy, to come and walk with us." Wow, this is really a kind of discombobulated article scanning through. Perhaps the most well-known story of St. Patrick is also the most inaccurate tale about the patron of Ireland. According to the legend, St. Patrick drove all the snakes out of Ireland. That's quite a feat. Yeah, we know he didn't actually drive all the snakes out of Ireland. We're just saying that. So why do we drink on St. Patrick's Day? It's a feast to honor him because he drove the snakes out.
What are snakes? Like actual physical snakes?
I guess Irish people don't like snakes. Irish people don't like critters. My grandmother never liked a critter. She'd always very afraid of critters, rats, bats. She had bats in her attic, ironic enough. Shout out Nan. So yeah, that's why we do it. Again,
but Christians are allowed to put aside their Lenten restrictions on food and alcohol consumption on this day. So if St. Patrick's Day falls on a Friday during Lent, you're allowed to eat the corned beef?
What's the rule? You're not allowed to eat meat on Friday?
So Lent is Ash Wednesday, you can't have meat on Ash Wednesday, and then every Friday up until Easter you can't have meat.
But you can have, and the whole thing is you substitute with fish?
So you can have fish, but you can't have meat.
Why is that? Is it because
it was probably something that had to do with the Italians back in the day of money embezzling from like the fishermen or something.
You ever see that? You ever hear this? I've never seen my grandfather laugh so hard in his life. As he always used to do this. He'd bless himself and he goes, "You see what the Pope did?" And we go, "What?" He go, "Hey, you Italians, get off my lawn." He thought that was the funniest fucking thing in the entire world. So anyway, it's St. Patrick's Day. Boston is rocking. Chicago is rocking. I've never done a Chicago St. Patrick's. We're too old to do that, right? Chicago St.
We
Patty's?
did Boston last year.
Boston?
Or 2 years ago.
You hated it. You were miserable.
It was freezing.
Do you remember how
and everything
cold
was
we were?
closed?
Which I love. Everything closed at like 6 p.m.
Why would you love that?
Because then you're home, you're in bed by 8 p.m.
Who wants that on getting a fucked up holiday? Everyone wants to keep drinking. Who wants to stop drinking at 6 o'clock?
Fair. That's fair. I guess this year, obviously, St. Patrick's is on a Monday, which is tough. But I would say if I were ranking the cities, it's probably Boston has to be number one.
Is that because they have the most Irish per capita?
South Boston has a ton of Irish. Well, now it's more like gentrified, like really. So the stereotype of South Boston is that everyone there is really short. So it's all short guys and like associates and analysts and finance. Southie, bro. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But yeah, did you ever celebrate St. Patrick's Day growing up?
I have a question. Did you buy those sunglasses for this costume?
I'm not comfortable saying.
So
I had these. I just never wore them.
No,
Ray-Bans.
So you bought costume material, but you got Ray-Bans that you can wear all year round. They have nothing to do with the costume.
No, these I've actually had. I brought little.
But did you buy them from
Shamrock.
a company dime for a costume?
No, you can't. These are like fucking $300.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I lose my job over a pair of Ray-Bans. No, of course not. Nana doesn't believe. Nana never believes. Did you drink growing up? That was my question to you. Did you celebrate St. Patrick's Day growing up? Never.
I mean,
people
maybe
in New Jersey don't.
Yeah, maybe like when we were. I know there's a parade. I think there was a parade that went through our town, but it was like on the weekend before St. Patrick's Day. So like I think there was like something we would go to, and then there'd be like parties. We'd go to like at the Elks Club, and like everyone, it was just kind of chaotic and fun. But we may have like a snuck a beer like during high school or something.
Yeah.
But no, we didn't like really celebrate it very much.
Did you, Vinny?
Nope. It's Jersey. We don't do that.
Never.
Never once.
Your parents didn't dress you in green on St. Patrick's Day?
Nope.
They didn't put a pin on you?
Maybe they put something like green up. It wasn't a big thing. It was like, at school you would like do cardboard cutouts and like make a rainbow leprechaun or some little thing, a pot of gold.
I remember I was such a little queen when I loved St. Patrick's Day so much. My mother would give me her brooch to wear on St. Patrick's Day, and she'd put the brooch on me and I'd go in. This one I was in my baking
That was
era.
so you claim you as a
Yeah, exactly. She was that's probably why I'm gay. She's dressed me in fucking brooches on St. Patrick's Day. But yeah, drinking on a weeknight is tough, but I guess we have to do it. I guess today's the day to do it.
I'm not going to be drinking on a Monday. I have.
Well, you're the Vegas. We're shocker. We're filming this early. I know there's no surprises there because Nana's in Vegas. At this moment, you're probably hungover in bed. IRL.
No, I'm home already.
And hungover in bed IRL?
I don't know. I got home last night. if everything goes well with Air India.
Everything goes well with Air India. Yeah, I don't know. I always thought that everyone celebrated St. Patrick's Day, but I didn't know that a lot of like Rhea told me. She's like, I've never once celebrated. I mean, she's an Italian from Long Island. She's I've never once celebrated St. Patrick's Day. It just blew my mind. But I grew up in a town where it was all Irish, all Italians, 2 black kids, 2 Jewish kids.
Well, that's like us celebrating Columbus Day. It's like,
You mean Indigenous Peoples Day?
well, isn't that the Italian holiday?
Yeah.
So
Remember that
like
episode of Sopranos?
We don't celebrate Columbus Day.
Italians do, don't they?
No.
No,
Really?
we just get pissed if you try to take it away, but we don't celebrate.
That's true. You get mad if you don't take it away.
That's because Christopher Columbus was Italian and he discovered America.
Yes.
So he stole from the American. And you know what? American Indians have nothing to do with India. What happened was Christopher Columbus thought this was India when he got to America. And that's why he called those people the Indians, American Indians.
I
He didn't know that he was in America. He didn't know where he was. He thought he was in India.
Should we do a history podcast?
The HERstory hyenas.
The HERstory hyenas. Shout out Chrissy D and Giannis Pappas. What would you eat as a delicious Irish dish on St. Pat? Walk me through this.
Well, Poppy, at the restaurant, he had to cook that for all the people. So every year he would make the Irish feast. So we would have corned beef and cabbage.
Yep.
Which I always loved because I always love Eastern European food. Is it Eastern European?
I never had it.
It's not
No.
Eastern European. It's
Irish
European.
is Western. Right?
Western.
Or you
Whatever.
Just say European, yeah.
But for some reason, cabbage reminds me of Eastern European. Anyway,
Smells like
corned beef and cabbage, boiled potatoes, Irish soda bread, which was like a scone that had raisins in it.
It's trash.
Very dry and plain. I don't mind that.
That's the best out of everything you just mentioned. I think Irish food in general is trash.
Well, yeah. I mean, what else is there?
All we do is boil it until there's no flavor and then serve it up cold.
There's no really other Irish food. Besides, what is the Irish food? Is there?
Guinness, Jameson.
That's not Irish food.
Food. Is shepherd's pie.
Oh, shepherd's pie. Yeah.
What is in a shepherd's pie?
Shepherd's pie could be either made of lamb or beef, and it's beef.
How do you make like the goo in it?
It's like beef stew. It's peas. That's like you make the roux, and then you can put Guinness in it. You can make Guinness stew, and you put beef stock.
Peas are such a poverty food. Is it a vegetable?
Peas is a vegetable. Yeah.
Oh.
Peas. I think you do some carrots in it, some onions, maybe some celery.
But what makes the actual like gelatinous stuff? Like what even is that?
It's beef broth and vegetables cooked down, and the roux thickens it like that.
What's a roux?
It's equal parts fat and flour.
And where do you get it?
You make it. Butter and flour make a roux. Are you drunk off the Guinness?
Butter and flour. No, butter and flour make a roux.
Yes.
I've always wondered like what it was. It was like gelatin.
It's not gelatin. It just becomes thick because you eat it cold, probably
Because I ate it
off
cold.
the kitchen floor. And then there's some kind of pastry on top of it.
Ugh.
HP sauce is often served with it, or malt vinegar.
What's HP sauce?
HP sauce is like the ketchup of Britain and Ireland. Yeah, they put it on everything. It's like A1. It's almost like A1.
I put that shit on everything. The Irish really don't have much, huh?
They're simple folk. They don't need much.
What do we have?
Well, Irish people are storytellers first and foremost, and then you have construction management and bartending and bar owners.
Construction management.
Well, they run construction in the U.S. in New York.
We boss the Italians around to lay the bricks. The Irish are in charge. I'd like to go to Ireland, but I think I'd be bored because I feel like I could get everything that I would get in Ireland at a bar on like 41st Street at the Molly Wee pub. Like, what does Ireland have? You have beautiful green fields. You have the Cliffs of Moher. You have my fucking dumb friend Leo. I hope he's listening to this. Studied abroad in Ireland. It's like, you can go anywhere in the world to study abroad. You're going to fucking dreary, old, shitty Ireland. And I love the Irish people. I am Irish. So excuse my talking shit, but it just seemed like a bit off to me.
I think
you've been there.
No.
You've been all over. You've been to England. You've been everywhere.
But I haven't been to Ireland though. And I think it's a good place to visit. I think there's some kind of cultures there, but I think if anything, I wouldn't want to be like in a big city. I would want to be like in the foothills of like in some like village or something, and like living like amongst the locals. I think there's that's what's interesting to me now. So of course, like I think that's a lot anywhere you really travel. Like anywhere you go, you're going to Rome. We're going to eat gelato and fucking flatbread pizzas all day,
right?
And eat fucking carbonara. I want to go to like the Real House where like they're going grocery shopping and like seeing what's available at the real grocery stores and the farmers markets, like how they're actually cooking.
You want to go to the pub?
What their stove looks like, what their oven looks like, what like how they, if when they want to go to the liquor store, like where the liquor store looks like. Like I want to see what real life living in those places are. And I think that if they're into Ireland, I would want to be like my friend Andrea, is born and raised there, and she still has a home there. She invites me all the time. Cool. She invites me to go all the time, and she says, "I should warn you, it's not." It's not in the city. It's, country. It's like there's one bar that you walk to that's like down the street and, and it's like that. That's exactly what I want to do. I want to like see like, what you
want cultural immersion.
Even just like, how they cook, like, what kind, you're using a stove or a kettle or like, whatever it is. But I think, if any kind of place that's overly commercialized, I think it's cool to do the opposite.
You don't realize, at least I never realized until a couple years ago when I went to Greece, how good we have it here with like in America with all our amenities and like all the things. I remember I went over there. I walked to it's not a bodega, I guess it's just a store. And I walked in, I was hungover. I was like, "Where's the Gatorade?" The guy was like, "I'm sorry, what?"
From Florida?
Yeah. He's like, "What?" He's like, "What is Gatorade?" I was like, "What do you mean, what is Gatorade?" They don't have all the shit that poisons us in the United States. Other places don't have. And then like the stoves, like all the modern conveniences that we have in America that we take for granted, like other places don't have. Like you've been to fucking Italy, you've been to Russia, like you've seen this stuff. Mm-hmm. Like if you're in someone's kitchen in Russia, they're not cooking on a Miele appliance with, whatever.
They are in Moscow.
Oh, okay.
That's a very rich country, rich city, I should say.
But they don't. I guess they don't celebrate St. Patrick's Day too much in. It's not like here where since you get shit faced, people in Ireland don't really celebrate it in the same fashion as we do here. It's more It's more of a okay, haha. It's St. Patrick's Day. Thank you, St. Patrick, for expelling the serpents. But here you have people. Oof, shut up, Bonnie Blue. Here you have people really getting drunk, which is what I hope everyone listening does right now. Do you take the day off after St. Patrick's Day?
No.
That's trash.
I'm not even celebrating. Do people do that though?
Oh God, I would assume. If you're St. Patrick's Day might be the trashiest holiday.
But what does a day look like for like in New York?
Okay.
For a regular Irish guy.
This is good.
What does the day of St. Patrick's Day look like? You're off that day from work? Is work closed that day? No.
I don't think so on a Monday, right? It's not closed, right, Vin?
So what an adult, a 30-year-old adult male in New York City, single guy, what would it look like?
Or 35.
He probably would go to work. He might wear a green polo shirt to work that day or green tie or something like that. Gets off work, goes right to meet his girlfriend or his buddies. They all meet in an Irish pub after work and drink green beers and just turn up and get really drunk that night. Or are they taking the day off and fucking drinking Jameson shots in the morning and like getting fucked up the whole day like it's Christmas? Like, what does the day look like?
I think it depends on how Irish you are and what.
Do you know anyone Irish we can call?
I mean, I'd call Large, but he's in the other room right now.
Go ask Large to run in here real quick.
I think he's recording. I don't think we can. But yeah, I think if you're an adult, if you're over the age of 25 and you have a real job, you can't let people know that you're celebrating St. Patrick's Day, because if you let them know, then that sheds light on the fact that you're a trash bag who likes to drink too much. There's secrecy around St. Patrick's Day.
Well, because it's such
There's shame around it.
Because it's a debaucherous, immature thing.
Right.
Well, that's what's surrounding it. I don't think St. Patrick's probably rolling over in her grave right now, chasing snakes away from,
Yeah, I
from
think
Mother Teresa up there. So I don't know what's going on with that, but it's like I guess people just have that idea that it's gross because it's an immature thing. And I think back in the days, the parade is the big thing that goes on for St. Patrick's Day. People go to the St. Patrick's Day parade, which is, I don't know if it's on. It is on St. Patrick's Day, right?
Yeah.
So people do take off. So back up. Yeah. So if you're really a big Irish guy, you're taking off work to go to the parade.
Yeah. But there's shame. I think there's a deeply
so
Irish.
So is that like
thing
is that your Juneteenth? Like if you're Irish, are you allowed to like take Juneteenth? Like Juneteenth, if you're black, you take off to celebrate. If you're Irish, would you take off that day to celebrate?
I would, yeah.
I think that everyone should have their thing. The gays, but we have a whole month. We have to take
off the whole month of work.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of shame involved in drink, which is a very uniquely Irish.
Well, it's not just drinking. It's not like having a glass of wine at the San Gennaro festival.
Right.
It's like that's not the same thing. This is like around debaucherous drinking until you're blacked out.
There's always the compilations that come out of people shit-faced, like fighting each other on St. Patrick's Day.
This is green SantaCon.
Exactly. SantaCon or St. Patrick's, if you had to choose.
I mean, SantaCon, because there's so many more characters and costumes I can wear. I could be a sexy reindeer. Yep. I could be Slutty Mrs. Claus. I could be, an elf.
That
I
wig
could be
is
Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey. That wig is fantastic. What do you think are the trashiest holidays we have? Vinny, you can chime in on this too. Trashiest holidays we have. St.
Patrick's Day is never. I would say St. Patrick's Day is the top, and then
more than
Arbor Day. No, I would say
all the ones that are just drinking, so like Cinco de Mayo, I'd throw in there.
Cinco de Mayo is trash.
No, I would say this is trash for first and foremost. I think the second, but should be close contender is 4th of July. I mean, that's just like
I was gonna say that. I didn't want to say it.
meat, hot dogs and
Patriotism is trash.
no shoes and
Yeah, it is.
If you're too into the country, you're trash. You're trash. Relax.
St. Patrick's Day, 4th of July. I might take back Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo is like the same thing as this.
Yeah.
It's like not everyone celebrates. Like I don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo.
But Cinco de Mayo is understated. Like people who are celebrating Cinco de Mayo, it's you go out, you have some chips and salsa, you have a
That's
fucking
the day of
margarita.
the dead. They're celebrating.
A Dia de los Muertos, papi.
Yeah.
But this is St. Patrick is very in your face, which is a staple of being trash. Throwing your beliefs on someone else. What are the trashiest holidays? Then he's typing into Google right now.
And it goes in the list from start to finish. It's a Memorial Day, Thanksgiving, Labor Day, Halloween.
April Fool's Day kind of is low key.
Columbus Day,
Yes, yeah.
Black Friday, St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day, Flag Day, Groundhog Day, and April Fool's Day.
Groundhog Day. The people at that thing for Groundhog Day.
But those
Yeah.
are just like Neanderthals. They're not they're not trash. Thanksgiving is trashy. It's all about being
Not at my
gluttonous.
house.
No.
Thanksgiving,
I have-
Thanksgiving is trash.
No, I have embroidered napkins, Mama, with 300,000 thread counts.
I'm putting April Fool's Day up there.
Why though?
Because I don't think like well-to-do people are spending their time trying to come up with a way to prank anybody close to them.
But I think Thanksgiving is trashier than that because Thanksgiving is all about being fat. That's what it is. It's about bragging. I hate food debates. Oh, the stuffing.
That's because your family serves boiled cold food.
Because we're Irish. We serve no good food. I think Thanksgiving is trashier than April Fool's Day. I think Groundhog Day is not trashy at all because I don't even consider it a holiday. Valentine's Day can be... I think Valentine's Day is more slutty than trashy.
It is trash.
Black Friday is up there. Oh, my God.
Well, yeah, but that's trash.
What about Christmas?
Stampeding someone to get a deal on a flat screen
On a DVD VCR combo?
or on a gaming console.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, this is up there. I think
Would you rather stampede a child for a gaming console or the last sleeve of McGillicuddy's?
Oh, my McGillicuddy's. In a heartbeat. I'm not a video gamer.
You're chasing that high.
I'm chasing that high.
What's the drug of choice for Irish people?
The drink, my dear. The drink.
Hmm.
What kind of drink? Probably whiskey, I would assume.
I feel like probably they do psychedelics to come up with like the leprechauns and the rainbows and stuff like that. Like you have to be on something.
So leprechaun is like a version of Santa Claus. It's a fictitious thing. It starts as a religious. This is how it starts. Christmas starts with Christ and the birthday of Jesus, and St. Patrick's Day starts with the saint of him chasing the snakes out. Then it trickles down to some kind of fucking cartoon pedophilic character, fictitious character. Santa, the leprechaun.
Fast forward
the
300
Easter
years,
Bunny.
you have two drinking a beer on a podcast.
Yeah, wearing a scuffed pump.
just as God intended.
Yeah, so everything just trickles down. Do you think? I think that what we haven't done in so long is that we're so progressive nowadays. Well, not anymore, but like, but creativity. We haven't created anything new except hate and divide in this world for almost 100 years now. Like, why don't we come up with? Why aren't new holidays invented? Like, why just like? Why don't we get rid of old ones like that don't suit us anymore? That's that's like the riddle Humpty Dumpty said on the wall. It's like about like him falling and like
When's
all the king's horses. Like we don't have kings or horses anymore. It's like why don't we restart get new holidays? Christ, we don't even. No one ever. No, if you ever met, if Christ isn't alive, if the person that you're celebrating hasn't been alive for 100 years, fucking get someone new. Get in there. Get Wendy Williams in here. Where's she? What's she up to this
Where's
week?
Wendy Williams Day?
We don't know that as of right now.
Where's Gaga Day? Pull up ChatGPT. Say what's the most recent holiday?
Juneteenth,
created?
probably.
Juneteenth is the most.
That's the most.
Well, it's
but
the most
that's a
recent, like
fucking
officially
depressing
recognized.
But it also
holiday.
is the most recent. Because that was only 50 years ago.
What was?
Was
well, no,
it?
I thought it's slavery.
What is Juneteenth? It's
Nah.
where it's the end of slavery, right?
Yeah.
What was
That's my
50
point.
years
That's civil rights.
We
you're
got
thinking.
civil rights?
I guess we got to celebrate it, but how do you celebrate that?
Jabana.
Yes. How do you celebrate Juneteenth? I don't want a holiday that's just
Well,
acknowledging
that's-
it. I want a holiday that has some fucking pomp and
That's why it
circumstance.
hasn't been developed yet. That's Christmas probably was a religious thing for so many years, and then the character come. We used to have to wait for some black cartoonish figure to come out as the mascot of the holiday, the Juneteenth
We
mascot.
do need one.
So that's what it comes to. You have a mascot of the holiday. So what would the Juneteenth mascot look like?
This is a conversation that I feel like
We'd have to have Ebony in here for
is one. Yeah, should we get Ebony in here?
to see what the Juneteenth mascot of the holiday would be.
That's not a bad idea.
We have the leprechaun for. I think we have Santa. We have the Easter Bunny. Would it be Henny Claus?
This podcast is brought to you by Factor Meals. Ready to optimize your nutrition this year? Factor has chef-made gourmet meals that make eating well easy. They're dietitian approved and ready to heat in just 2 minutes so you can fuel right and feel great no matter what life throws at you. Factor arrives fresh and fully prepared for a perfect, active, busy lifestyle. Any lifestyle, Factor is going to have you covered, and you can lose up to 8 pounds in 8 weeks with Factor Keto Meals based on a randomized controlled clinical trial with Factor Keto. Results will vary depending on diet and exercise. Guys, I talk to you about this a lot. I don't like to cook. And you know what's great about Factor is they do the cooking for you. Everything, no matter what you get, shows up to the house. You poke some holes in the top, you pop it in the microwave. 2 minutes, in, out, you have a delicious and nutritious meal, which is why you guys should be eating smart with Factor. Get started at factormeals.com/factorpodcast and use code FACTORPODCAST to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's code FACTORPODCAST at factormeals.com/factorpodcast to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. Factor Meals.
Okay, so we called in a professional because we couldn't legally. We're not allowed to come up with the idea, but we want to get some insight. Every holiday has the mascot. We just realized Christmas started as a religious holiday, and then we have the mascot of Santa Claus.
Okay.
St. Patrick's Day we had started as St. Patrick, and we have the leprechaun. Easter we have the Easter Bunny. We were thinking now the newest holiday to be made since in the recent years has been Juneteenth. What would the mascot for Juneteenth be? What kind of character would it be? We have to create it. Like what would you want as if you can come up with it yourself? What would you want? And culturally, what do you think would be most appropriate for the Juneteenth holiday for the mascot?
Damn, that's a hard
It's a deep. We should be. This is a blunt rotation question.
It is. You should have like got me drunk a little
I
bit.
said
My
Henny
answers.
Claus, but that's just me.
No, black people, we do love Hennessy.
Yes.
So I definitely agree with the Henny Claus. I do.
So Henny can be involved somehow.
No, Henny has to be involved.
Cognac.
But we need like a character. Don't
Cognac Claus works too.
Would it be
Nah, I don't like cognac. I like Henny Claus.
It'd be a character. Would it be like would it be a Yaki bundle, like with eyeballs? Like,
Right.
like what would it be?
What would the character
A
be?
juice box? Like what?
A fucking juice box.
I don't
Crazy.
know.
It'd be a
What?
bundle with eyeballs.
Let me see.
We have to cut that.
No, we don't.
No, don't
It's
cut
fine.
that. Don't cut that.
I just imagine like some fictitious like Steve Harvey thing with like superpowers.
Like
He
almost like the
flies or
Monopoly
something.
Man, but a black version of the
What
Monopoly
is-
Man, something like that.
Everybody seen the leprechaun say, "Hey,
Hey.
what's the what's the black version of a leprechaun?"
The black Za. No,
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Flavor Flav.
Edit that out. Yeah.
Flavor Flav is
But
like
is
that.
it like a
The big
fictitious
clock.
version?
He's
Oh
like
yeah, we can have Henny. I'd rather have the clock because we always got time for you bitches.
Yeah.
Meaning-
Okay.
Yes, we got time for you bitches.
It's
So
an
maybe-
animated clock with eyes.
Ooh, I like that.
well, maybe it's like a Monopoly Man, like a short
we need a
businessman, like a
bald-headed
Steve
black-
Hart, like a
bald-headed black
a
man.
bald-headed black
Steve Harvey.
man,
Let's
but
workshop
but
that.
cherubby, kind of like we have for Valentine's Day we have the
the bow and arrow
Cupid.
thing. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, yeah, so we definitely have to find a black character for Juneteenth, otherwise we can't celebrate anymore. But this is our time to
Wait,
rewrite.
did you say? Did
rewrite
he say we celebrate? Do you celebrate Juneteenth?
I don't celebrate that. I'm
said
not
we.
Irish, but I'm not Irish, and I celebrate right now. I'm dressed as Leprechaun.
Do you celebrate St. Patty's?
Hell no, I don't celebrate.
Yeah. Okay.
But,
See, I didn't know this. I
but-
thought everyone did.
Do we change it to St. Henny's Day?
Oh, I like Joey, you talking my clock it. Don't fucking steal it. You heard
Yeah,
this
trademark
first.
this first.
Yeah, trademark this
Call the
shit.
important way. But yeah, Henny Claus. What's it called?
Henny Claus.
No, what did I
But
say?
it can't be Claus because that's Christmas.
Yeah.
What did I say about Henny just now?
You said Yaki bundles with eyes.
No. I just had an idea for.
Yeah, I can remember now.
Right. It's a lot going on. But I feel like I'm loving the Henny. What the fuck did you say?
I just said
I'm
something
thinking
really good.
something for some reason like jumping the broom comes into my like. Is there some sort of play
That's
on that
wedding.
we could
Yeah,
do?
Well, yeah.
Like, what else is like a uniquely black thing?
A uniquely black thing.
Like, what is something that black people do in June that makes them feel free?
Damn. This is kind of a hard question because
What Ebony,
do black
Ebony,
people what do black people do?
Ebony?
Hey, what do we do for fun?
Ebony,
St. Henny's Day. That's what it was.
Ebony, what makes you feel the most free?
You want me to be
Yes.
No, I'm saying
Are you riding a bicycle? Are you?
A stolen
well, I'm
bicycle.
not swimming. I'm not swimming if you asking that fucking question.
We know.
Just know
she's
we're
not
staying
swimming.
on the ground. We're staying on the land. We're not going overseas. We're not doing none of that shit. Black
Yeah.
people don't know how to swim.
No, they're not getting up in the
We're
hot
not
air
wetting our
balloon.
hair.
Is
We're
there
not
something
doing none of
with
Do you
that.
think a black person ever got in a hot air balloon? Nope, they're not
Fuck
that dumb.
no. Fuck no.
That's the stupidest thing in the
That's
world.
stupidest
That's
shit.
That's some white people shit. Getting in a hot air balloon.
And going like camping and shit. That's the white people.
Maybe is
shit.
there something to do with the cookout? Maybe there's
Like-
some sort of element of the cookout
So
that
we-
makes you
soul food or
Well,
food can be involved.
barbecues. I
Well,
feel like
food's
barbecues.
involved.
Barbecues is out
good.
there.
We're getting somewhere.
Food is always involved in every holiday. We were just talking about corned beef and cabbage, Christmas.
Anywhere there's black
Fruit
people.
cakes.
Okay, so my family.
There's smoked
what-
meat.
perhaps a collard green, maybe with eyes. on it.
Collard
That's
green, yeah. No, I feel like we should have some mac and cheese with the eyes because
Soul food would be the food of
yeah.
the holiday. So
Okay.
they'd have to, Thanksgiving we have the turkey and the stuffing, whatever. It would be greens,
Beans,
potatoes.
potatoes,
What
tomatoes.
meat would it be though?
okay, so we have turkey. Turkey kind of dry, so we have yeah, it's kind of dry.
Pork?
Chick-
Do you do pork at all?
pork shoulder. That's more for the Spanish side. Black people we don't do that. We do like collard greens and neck bone. That's the most we gonna get.
But what's the
Neck
meat
bone.
involved? Is it
Yeah.
is it chicken or no? With a classic soul food dish.
jerk chicken.
That's Caribbean.
yeah,
That's
Caribbean.
that's Jamaican.
No, I
Yeah,
say
yeah,
fried,
African
fried
American.
chicken. Fried chicken.
So fried chicken, collard greens.
Fried chicken.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would do some type of
Well-
sweetened potato, like a
Sweet
yam.
potatoes, yams. Okay, you been to a black? I need
Yeah.
to invite you to a fucking barbecue. this
Yams,
summer.
mac and cheese, and I think that's and some cornbread, and I think that is a
with the butter
solid
on
plate.
top with some honey.
A solid hot honey.
But how do we turn
Oh,
that into
cock
a?
it.
How do we animate that and turn that into?
Well, that food doesn't have to be animated. The food isn't animated for. We're just getting around getting the holidays straight. We're gathering the holiday.
We're
moment.
gathering
He's
the
just
culture.
basically pointing
We're
out what the
gathering the
black
holiday.
people do.
The
and eat.
character, it's going to be. We decided a Steve Harvey-esque character, a human. It's going to be
Yeah.
a human character, kind of like a cherub or a Santa. It's
I'm
always
okay with
human.
it being like a fantasy character too. Like if that exists within your.
Well, the only
culture.
fantasy character we really have is an animal, and it's a bunny, an Easter bunny. And then the cherub is a human. Santa's a human. The leprechaun's a human.
Yeah, we're getting there.
So I think it has to be a human. So I think it has to be.
You just want Steve Harvey.
Yeah,
well,
I
I
was
want
about to say-
a bald black man.
Yeah, I think
You
it'd
just-
be Steve Harvey or
Lots
of
Morris
jewel-
Chestnut.
something- lots of
we need
jewelry.
somebody
Grant
sexy.
Hill.
Morris Chestnut.
Jewelry, a good smile, like a pot of gold, but like a gold chain.
Yeah, we need some.
we're getting
A
somewhere.
watch, a timepiece, like a
We need a
rolly, like
rollie.
in the
We
sky,
need
like
a rollie.
good watch.
A rolly in the sky.
Some kind of a vehicle. Instead of a sleigh, it would be a luxury sports car.
It's a. Oh, I'm thinking it's
A
a
Maybach.
1970s Lincoln Continental.
Oh,
Coupe
no, it's
with
giving
curb
Maybach.
scrapers on it. Maybe a
no,
zoo
no,
suit even.
a lowrider of
Oh yes,
hydraulics.
yes, with the
Hydraulics.
hydraulics. Okay, you.
So
I
Santa
think-
comes in the sleigh. Henny Claus comes with the bouncing car.
But we're not calling him Henny Claus because Claus is Christmas. We need
Okay.
to call him something teeth.
Um,
Something Freedom Claus. I don't.
or that.
oh no, Freedom Claus. That's
Okay,
crazy.
No.
Lil
Freedom
Mama. No.
No,
Freedom. Something.
um,
I'm thinking Underground Railroad. I'm thinking lights in a window. I'm thinking seeing the light. I'm thinking Big Dipper, constellations. What helped Juneteenth?
Harriet
What helped the
Tubman.
slaves become free?
Lincoln.
Link. We're onto something. Maybe the car is a Lincoln.
Maybe he has Abraham Lincoln's top hat on.
Maybe it is a black Abraham Lincoln.
the fuck out of here.
No, she's getting turned off by it.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
getting turned on
alright.
by it. I gotta be turned on by the person. Like,
Oh, you want the guy to be hot?
No, this is not.
No,
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 one
he
wants
don't
to
gotta
fuck
be- he don't
the
gotta be hot,
mascot.
but-
You never want to fuck Santa or fuck
Well, I'm
the
just saying
cherub.
what makes sense for the holiday. Help me out, Ebony. What do
Someone
we got?
cute, someone that's a sign of a beacon of hope for years to come. For children, it has to be children appropriate because we have to be putting this shit on T-shirts. The kids have to be, dressing up as this. It has to be like,
Donald Trump.
It has to be child
Oh,
appropriate.
Don Cheadle.
well, we all know that.
Oh.
Okay, so we must say, black people, we love Donald Trump. People
That's true, right?
yeah, they get it misconstrued. Like, yeah, people. I love that orange
Misconstrued.
nigga.
Not true.
I love
That's
that
the
orange
difference.
nigga. So I feel like he should be the motherfucking face. He should because we love. He gave us stimulus checks. This nigga sent I don't know if I can say that.
Oh, you can say
We
whatever
say
you
the
want.
N-word
He
here
said-
all the time.
No, not the N-word. I say nigga all the time, but I'm saying, he's shipping a lot of niggas back. You feel me? He doing a lot of shit, So I feel like we should have that orange nigga around.
You
Maybe.
think
A lot
that's
of the
your
black
guy?
people voted for him. I did.
Well, I think if anyone's that want to add
I
a holiday
did.
and get us
I love this.
paid days off on
It's
Juneteenth,
gonna be that orange
it's going to be
nigga.
him. And I think if anyone's going to install a new, we were talking about this before. We need some new things. If it wasn't
Right.
alive 100 years
Nah,
ago,
I think I'm
or
forgetting
100
the
years.
Henny shit. I'm thinking Trump. I feel like it's weird that for us to have Trump, but did you see him in the hood?
Yes,
With the
I
rappers?
did. Yeah.
Exactly. He loves him a nigga. He
Yeah.
loves him a nigga. So why not?
You think he's ever slept with a black woman?
yes, Omarosa. Didn't they have sex? Wasn't that the whole thing?
No, did they? Omarosa
Did-
fuck?
I don't know.
I think they did.
You ever sleep with a white guy?
No, I want to.
Never once.
No.
You got 1,000 of them in the office.
I do. I don't
Nikki
fuck,
smokes.
I don't want to fuck nobody here. You see what's going on over there?
yeah, how was he getting all those hoes?
I don't know. I feel like the only person that could kind of get my pussy wet in Barstool Sports would be KB because he's weird. Would be KB.
You are
Kyle.
upset. You've always loved
Well, everyone
him.
said if
Yeah.
that ass fat KB gonna
Gonna
have
have
that.
And this ass fat, he never had this, so I'm kind of upset.
Would you throw that thing down on KB's dick?
I will suck his fucking soul. I will dislocate my motherfucking jaw
Preach.
to suck that dick.
Girl, same.
But he's so much shorter than you.
It's
That's-
okay.
You don't.
He's
You're
easy
okay with
access
it.
to eat this ass. I don't even have to do too much.
And you would prefer that he eat the ass before he eat the pussy,
No, I want him
Eat
to
the booty like
pussy.
groceries.
I want him to eat the pussy first and then work his way to my ass.
and then after that he's working his way to the titties.
He better
them
figure-
titties.
Yeah, them titties. He
Have
got-
you ever been titty fucked?
Yes, I've been titty fucked.
Oh,
That's why I got cum in my eyes today.
I
Pat,
said she got her
if
lashes
you must
did,
point it
and
out
now
there.
there's one miss. There's a cluster missing.
So, like I said, I don't want any more kids. So I suck a lot of dick lately. I've been sucking a lot of dick lately. My jaw it hurts a little bit.
are you
And-
getting yourself off while you're doing it?
Yeah, I gotta do something. It's
You're
not just for
you're
him.
doing this.
I don't like. No, it's like burning my clit. I can't do that. So I just take the double-headed dildo and it just,
Oh, it turns on. It doesn't vibrate.
yeah, it vibrates.
You go,
It vibrates.
It vibrates.
It vibrates, bitch. Because I was using that shit last night.
That's another thing. If like there's probably leprechaun shaped dildos nowadays.
Ooh.
Yeah.
There's to be a big black stud.
That exists.
What's your stud name?
yeah. What's your stud name?
What's your
Ebony?
stud name?
My stud name.
You know what that is?
Yeah.
Please.
The fuck? Like,
What's
yeah,
your
what was my stud name?
Okay, Drewski.
And then what's your real
Right.
name? Shelby.
Oh, damn. What
Jeremiah?
Nah. He's something like, it gotta be like some kinky,
Bricks.
sexy like bricks. Why the bricks?
I'm thinking someone with an L.
Lazarus.
No.
St. Patrick.
Damn. I don't even know. I always call myself
Laser.
I always call myself the cum guzzler because
Oh.
yeah.
Have you ever been titty fucked?
Yes.
Have you been? Have you?
Yeah, I'm sure I've had
Dr.
someone-
Trichelli said he fucked me right before he chopped him off. For one last hurrah. One last ride.
That was the payment.
Quick
I've had
question.
a load on my chest. Sure, I don't know if I've had. I can't get them. I don't have the mass.
Okay, so
What's
where's
the
the
question?
worst place you had a load on your body?
The worst place,
Yeah, the worst place because it gets
or the
sticky.
place I don't like it.
Yeah, you don't like the
In
place.
the
I
mouth.
guess the
I don't
viral
like it
load
in
you
the
took.
mouth.
The
No?
raw viral
No.
load you
How
took.
dare you?
I don't like it in the mouth. It makes me
Why?
gag.
Ugh.
You have gagging reflexes.
I just
The
I get in
taste.
my head and I'm like,
You
I
I've-
remind you of your mother's cooking.
I feel like Pat, you messing you fucking up the tradition because when you suck dick and you don't swallow it, you're wasting the cum.
you swallow every single load.
What's the
Every
point of
fucking
doing it?
load.
That's like
Exactly.
that's like
But as they're about to bust, do you go fully down?
Yeah, I go fully down. He just pushes my head down. He
Yeah.
doesn't no remorse.
And your eyes
To the
water.
base.
You
Okay, I
start.
feel
Your
like
legs start
when you
shaking.
suck-
You're squirting.
when you suck dick and you don't
St. Patrick's Day.
you don't squirt. If you suck dick and you don't squirt, you're not doing a good job, ladies. And if you suck dick and you're not like turned on, because some girls they just suck dick to get it over with. I like
Right.
to suck dick because it makes me horny.
That's
You do it
the
for the
meal.
sport.
Yeah,
That's
it turns
the
me
meal.
on.
You
I'll
like
pick
a
up-
load down the.
I love it.
You like a load in the ass? Because I like it a load in the ass.
I mean, I
too.
would if I didn't have anal fissures and and sphincter issues.
But when they shoot it, it just goes right. You put it because you don't have to taste it if it goes all the way back.
Yeah, no.
It's just the act. I don't care what it tastes like.
What do you mean you don't care what it tastes
I
like?
got two care what it tastes like, but it's just the act of you feel
Knowing
you
that
feel
they're
whole,
getting
you feel
off
complete.
doing it, you feel.
I feel like I cleaned the house and all is right and
Your laundry's
and
done?
life. Like I feel my homework's done. It's like
Yeah.
stress relief for me. It's like
I
oh
feel like it's a part of sex for women. Like you have to suck it up. I like to feel it in my throat. I like sometimes when I sneeze, it comes out my nose.
Really?
Yeah, because I do it so much.
And then that's where you disappear to on lunch. When we think you're on lunch, you're under Dan's desk.
You know what's a funny part? Danny seen it earlier. He was like, "What is that?" And he's like, "Ebony, did you just sneeze up cum?" Because it was just, I was just telling him. I'm like, I was sucking a lot of dick yesterday because.
What do you mean a lot of the same guy?
No, it's the same guy.
All right.
But he's younger than me, so he likes to we can fuck 5 times a day. 6
Oh my
times a day.
God.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how I got pregnant. So
And his name is. Oh,
Tim.
And 7 on Juneteenth.
Right. So he wants to fuck all the time. I don't want to fuck all the time. You know, I got the baby, so it's weird.
Yes.
So to get us both off, I'm gonna suck that dick.
right.
He be in the shower, I'm about to suck on it. Oh, you in the kitchen while the kids in the room, I'm about to suck on it. If you watching the game or you're playing the game, I'm about to suck that dick.
Just
Get it
to
over
let
with.
him know that you're there and you love.
I
I'm
love
going
it.
to run down some races, and I want you to say if you've slept with them, yay or nay.
Okay.
And if you would.
Okay.
May I answer as well?
Of course. Vinny, you as well. Let's start first. White.
Yes. Have we?
Vinny, don't be shy.
Yes.
Yes.
This is have we or would we?
Have you? We'll do have.
Just say have we. I don't think
Oh, yeah.
it should be would.
Have you white?
Nay.
Yay.
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 Shocker.
Black.
Yay.
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 Vinny.
A checkerboard chick.
Ooh.
Asian.
Yay.
Yay.
Nay.
Nay?
Nay.
Why nay?
I don't.
It's just never the position.
Yeah.
It's never presented you.
Yeah, never presented.
Mine was
itself.
mixed with German though. He was Taiwanese and German.
Well, let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go German.
Ooh.
Yes, I have German and I would again.
Yeah. Yeah, I would again. Is crazy.
It was in Auschwitz. I remember it very clearly. I was a young girl. I went by the name of.
It was my first time cross dressing.
I went by the name of what's the girl's name? Anne. But and it was Anne at the time.
Oh Lord.
Okay, we have to. I don't know if
No,
we can
it's fine. We're having fun. Colombian.
I never have.
Wait.
No.
Well, yay.
Yeah.
You have
I-
some
I
kind of
pussy,
Colombian?
yeah.
Did you get free cocaine?
No.
Do black people do cocaine?
It's
I don't
too
think so.
expensive for us. We ain't trying to do that. We trying to stick to the green shit. Coke, who the fuck want to do? You have to have a lot of money to do that. You got to keep up with that shit.
Well, you'd be surprised.
Vinny,
Vinny.
Colombian.
I don't think so now.
You have not.
Y'all
Okay.
what?
Native American.
I have not.
I got my ass eat.
That's when you were in the Slapaho tribe, correct?
I got my ass ate in a trailer park in Kel West, Texas in 2013
By an indigenous queen?
by a lovely Navajo man. He went right down. It was great.
So he just bent you over and just ate ass.
Yeah, he ate out. I was on the couch. I remember walking out being like, this
Did he have a
is
feather
trash.
headdress on?
It was God, I can't remember his name. I probably still have it.
Well, you probably can't pronounce unless your tongue's removed.
Oh my God.
Now, what other correctly in his native tongue?
Give me one. Give me a race. What do you got?
Cambodian.
Nay.
Oh, race. How about well, Indian? We know you're.
Oh God, yeah, Indian.
a
God,
Desi
yeah.
queen.
How is it like being?
So
with
here's the
Indian?
thing about it.
We're talking dot, not feather.
I go. So here's the thing. Okay,
Yeah, I need the tea.
It's either a huge dick or not a huge dick,
Okay.
Very
and I've
small.
experienced both.
Oh, what was your smallest have you ever seen?
The smallest.
Yes.
I went on a date with some guy. It was great, and we went back to my house and went to hook up, and he took his dick out. He had a micro penis. I was
Oh,
devastated.
My God. Well,
So then you just top. Then just have him tuck and top.
I did, but I tuck and top. I did, but it
But
was
you were
just-
cum hungry that day.
I couldn't. Long term, I can't be with someone who has
Yeah.
like a really small.
So you just had fun for that one night and that was it.
Yeah.
What would
else
you
you got?
rate it from
Eh.
1 to 10?
His dick? It's
Yeah.
like a fucking 2 because it was tiny. What about an Antarctican?
Hell no.
English, British.
A British,
I
a
would,
Brit,
I would, 'cause
British.
I would love to. Hey, Ebony, like I have it in English.
Oh,
I like,
top of the morning to
top
you,
of the-
Ebony.
Top of the morning to the pussy. Yes, clock it, bitch. Like that's me. I need somebody to like I want somebody like from France or something like exotic.
What about a Frenchman? Have you yourself?
How you doing, love?
Yes, I love
Give
that
me that
asshole.
pussy, love.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yes.
I don't think I've ever done a
Why he's
Britain.
like fingering me? He's like, "Do you love it? Do you love it?" I'm like, "I love it." Yeah.
The London Bridge is coming down.
Yes.
I don't think I have. Have you hooked up with an English, a British person?
British
you?
ladies are nasty, though. I think British guys are hot.
Who you think is the sluttiest race? They always say white girls. They always say white girls.
Yeah.
is
Oh
the
God,
sluttiest.
yeah. Of course. Look at fucking Bonnie Blue at Spring Break.
Shit, I don't. Well, yeah.
I've hooked up with a Brit. You
What
never
about
have?
Greek. I hooked up with a Greek.
I've hooked up with a
Me and
couple
Joe, you've
Greeks.
been around the block.
I've hooked
Greek?
up with almost every race,
Really?
I would say.
Well, that's good to say because I feel like my life's boring. I don't really, I'm kind of like.
I guess so.
racist
Oh,
and
what
stuff.
is Spanish?
Yes.
like
Mexican?
Spaniard,
No,
Spain?
Mexican.
Oh.
I've hooked up with Mexican.
I
I got fucked by a landscaper Mexican
Probably.
once.
Ooh, that's good. A landscaper.
Yeah.
He
On
laid
the
that
job?
pipe
He was
down.
doing my parent. He was doing a yard by my parents'
Ooh,
house. And say,
did he
popped
cut
on
that
Grindr. I
grass?
said, why don't you pop on over? Pop on this fucking thing.
Mexican. I don't believe so.
You've definitely hooked up with a Mexican in all your years. You mean to tell me you have never once
Gay that
Not
pussy.
a
taken a
memorable
dip?
one.
You've never once tasted that queso.
Oh, I jerked off a guy in a phone booth once.
all right.
He was
fair.
from Mexico City.
This was in Mexico City.
This is outside the
I can't even look. I can't even look at you.
cafeteria restaurant in Chelsea, outside in the phone booth.
On 7th Avenue.
Yep. The second booth in from the street, 7th Avenue on street.
You spit on your hand first.
Yeah. No, he's uncut. I didn't
So you
have
don't
to.
have
And
to.
he was pre-lubed.
Pre-lubed.
The Irish are notoriously uncircumcised.
I was
Dominicans
going
are
to
too.
tell you about my uncircumcised dick that I've seen for the first time in my life, and I mean, I was traumatized.
Where were you? This is probably not appropriate.
Fuck. Okay, so we're just gonna fast forward through the good stuff. I was in the car. I thought I was being I wanted to be slutty that day.
Okay.
So I had like a long sweater on, but I had lingerie underneath.
Ooh.
So we was on the West Side Highway driving. I'm topping him off.
What street? Well, how far up were you?
I don't even know because I'm down, so I don't even know.
Yeah.
So
No,
we're
I
on
mean,
a-
we talking 90s,
She
110s.
was-
slowly
would say-
working away.
I
She was
would say-
hogtied and blindfolded at the time.
I would say we were probably like in the 90s. We were just getting,
Yeah.
getting close to
Headed
downtown.
south?
Yeah, so I'm topping him off. I see fucking sirens, but I'm drunk at the time, so it doesn't dawn on me.
Is he
that
drunk?
they're yeah, he's drunk too.
And he's driving the car.
Yeah, he's driving. So we're swerving, but I'm not realizing that we're swerving because I'm drunk. Yeah. So they pull us over and it's raining, Pat. When I mean they made us get out
sucked
and they
off the cop.
started checking us and I
God,
had
that
like
beer was
cum
good.
all over my fucking face and they thought I was a prostitute and they booked me and
Were you working here at the time?
yes.
I fucking remember you were missing for like 2 fucking days, and everyone was like,
Yep.
"Where is Ebony?"
Yep.
And you came in,
Yep.
and you told everyone you got into a fight,
Yeah.
but you were
No,
really just
I
had a
didn't get
load
into
on your
a-
face.
I had a load on my face because I was sucking dick on the West Side Highway.
You got a bag
and
of
they thought I
cash.
was a prostitute. They thought I was a fucking prostitute.
But how did you tell him that's not my boy? Like, you know his name?
No,
He
I
was
had-
like,
I
"Yeah,
had-
she's a whore."
I had to show him like I had to show the officer like texts and shit. I'm like literally
What?
we live together.
Did
I
they
was
put
just
you in prison?
for like not a day.
But why
couple
though?
hours.
If you proved you weren't a
They
prostitute,
didn't give a fuck. And I was drunk. We was drinking. So he
Well,
got.
he was drunk.
He
what
was
kind of car?
it was a
We
stone.
had a
What kind of
we had a
Nissan Altima were
No,
we
we had a
in?
Nissan Maxima. So he was. I'm like, damn, we out here looking like we trying to rob niggas. You got the tents, and mind you, you're black. So you're black while driving.
But you were living with him?
I don't live with no nigga. He lived
Oh.
with me. So yeah,
Okay.
I'm trying to be spontaneous. Like
Yeah.
who can
Yeah.
suck dick while you're driving?
Well, the ladies, you heard it here first. If you're gonna suck dick this St.
Don't
Patrick's
get
Day on the
caught.
West Side Highway,
Wear the
Don't get
glasses
caught.
that Ebony has on. Protect
Yeah.
those
These ain't
eyes.
gonna fucking
tell them you
help.
know Ebony.
That's crazy. When's the
That,
last time
that
you
shit
got
don't
arrested?
help. I was just about to say that. That shit don't help because I got pulled over 2 weeks ago and I was arguing with the cop and I pulled out the fucking. You see those little things that Dan gives you that he signed for? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, the PBA card.
yeah. And they like, we don't know who the fuck he. Mind you, I'm in the Bronx. So I'm calling Danny. And Danny's like, well, Ebony, I can't help you. I'm like, so why the fuck you give me this shit? Like, you got this motherfucker. And I'm over here talking shit to the cop. And I'm like, I don't care. My uncle's a cop. And he's like, bitch, get out the car. Because they so disrespectful in the Bronx. He said, get out the car. I'm like,
Was
fuck
he
you
white?
fucking cunt. Yeah, he was white.
Dan,
Shocker.
you called Dan in the moment and he said he couldn't help you.
Yeah, he was joking around though. But he ended up helping me. But
Oh,
yeah.
all right, good.
Yeah, he was like, when I
about to
called
get
him, he was
in
like,
here.
yeah, I can't help you. And I'm like, am I not your uncle? I'm like, are you not my niece?
And then
I'm
Dan
saying
got
it
on the
backwards.
phone.
Are you not my uncle? He's like, Ebony. Well, no, I was trying to fuck you. So he was just making it weird because I don't think he believed that I actually got pulled
Right.
over. So
Oh.
he's like, no, Ebony, I'm trying to like get my dick sucked. I'm like, Danny.
There's cops here. Dan got on the phone. He was like, we actually date raped a bunch of girls together, but on Zach on the force. So, see, man,
They
with
knew,
Scott
they knew who
Clean.
Dan was. You have a very unique relationship with Dan at the front desk. There's a lot of sexual tension,
He wants to fuck me.
but also so does the porter here. Sparky wants to fuck you.
Yeah, but he looks like a leprechaun.
Maybe
He might
he's
be
your
a good
mascot.
candidate for the mascot.
No, I don't want him as no.
Why not?
He can do he can rap battle on the fly.
He steals everybody else's songs. So no,
Oh.
we're gonna get copyrighted for that. They're gonna like no. He steals everybody's fucking songs. Mama, mama. I don't even know. That's the best he got. He was on
You love like a porter. Remember Ruben?
Don't get me fucking started with that old. How you remember that old?
He
bitch?
was the FSD.
Yo, he used to piss me off. He used to get everybody tight. They were like, oh, Ebony, he won't let anybody upstairs. And I'm like, yo, he comes upstairs like, yeah, where's Ebony? Like we fucked. Like, nigga, I ain't fuck you. All the old niggas like me.
They did, but why though?
I don't know.
Well, because she gives everything you need. I mean, she's an
For an
all-inclusive
old
queen.
motherfucker, where's the young niggas at? All the
She's
like
got
Rudy
sass,
downstairs.
class,
He
and a
like
whole lot of ass.
Rudy downstairs. He's like 2 weeks from passing away. He over here, Ebony. How you doing? You won't go home, nigga? I'm not going home with you. Then Sparky with his old no teeth having ass.
Don't
He
be
like-
mean to Sparky.
No. We talk about this all the time. That's why
Alright.
I tell me I can't fuck him. You don't have no teeth.
But that will maybe even help him go. He won't clamp down on the
He's
clip.
not eating this pussy with them gums. Absolutely not.
Why?
You're missing teeth. So that means you got damage in your gums. I'm
What about the
good.
booty hole?
I might let him eat the booty hole. I ain't gonna lie.
No.
As long as
Suck
he-
on a titty even?
I gotta see him, so that means he's gonna be so close to my face.
He's not gonna latch.
And
I mean,
if he's eating my ass, then I won't see him, so it's perfect.
that's true.
Mhm.
You make a lot of great points.
I'm just saying.
Mary fuck kills security guards. Ebony, Pat, and who's that short little gindaloon? Who's that?
Mike?
Mike. No, or yeah, Dan, Mike. Mike is Dave's guy.
Yeah.
Dan, Mike, Pat.
Mike all fucking day long.
You love his energy.
I just love him in general. He's the hottest guy I've
Damn,
ever
do I
seen.
have to kill one of them? I'm killing Mike.
Killing Mike.
Yeah, I'm killing Mike.
I want him to kill my.
You
my
know why?
pussy.
Because first of all, he looks like an action figure. One, he's too in shape. So if I'm with Pat, he won't body shame me. So it's perfect. Because he's fat, I'm fat. It's perfect. And then Danny,
So you're gonna marry Pat. You're gonna kill Mike. You're gonna.
fuck Danny. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
And you never been with an Irishman.
Never.
Well, and I'm married to Mike. I can fuck him anytime I want. So I'm marrying Mike, fucking Danny, and killing Pat.
Damn, why you gotta kill the fat guy?
I don't want to kill him. I mean, he can live with us.
I'm just saying he got a good pension. So yeah, my Pat, we get
Oh, right.
married.
I guess. If you had to make 3 lucky wishes for St. Patrick's Day, what would they be?
Is it for me? Or is it for everybody?
For you. Or the world, whatever you think.
I get fucked in the ass. What else? I have a threesome because I really want to have a threesome.
You never had one.
Well,
That's
I
a lucky
did, but
wish.
not with the people that I
Recently,
want.
now. Okay.
Not recently, yeah.
Vinny, have you?
One last wish.
You never had a threesome? You hot.
Never happened.
Well, you know why? Because he's faithful, so I get it. Pat, have you ever had a threesome? Have you ever had
yeah.
2 dicks at one time?
Not in the same hole.
I want that. Is that weird that I wanted 2 dicks in one hole?
Well, wish that'd be your third wish. Then I'm sure it'll happen.
Yeah, manifest. You're a big
But I want a
manifester.
white dick
You want a white dick.
because black dick's too big.
Well, St. Patrick's Day is the perfect day to do it.
I say you get out there, you head south of 14th Street, you start walking around. And
Like
you
a
start
prostitute.
Fucking throw.
Well, hopefully they listen to this podcast and then they'll DM you and tell you they want to fuck
I'm sure
you.
they all do.
Well,
Do you really? Because I heard this pussy's wet.
Oh my god, this has been lovely.
This has been lovely, Ebony. Thank you so much for coming in. We
No
appreciate
problem.
you. Let us know what you come up with the Juneteenth.
I don't think I'm ever gonna come up with something for Juneteenth.
I will.
because-
I'll have something written up on your desk by Monday.
Of course you would, because you love.
That was high energy, and I loved every minute of it.
I love Ebony. She's the best.
So I have a Kiki cocktail today. Everyone's doing trashy things like drinking green beer, slamming, fucking leprechaun shots and fucking food dyes and shit. But I'm a little Kiki classy gal. So Kiki Cuisine, we're stepping things up. We are making, and this is with my new cold brew machine I have. We are making a Guinness espresso martini.
How do you do that?
It's simple. It's simple
just
as
pour the
can
Guinness
be. No, it's
Tell me
what you're
about
gonna do, ladies. What you're gonna need is. Can I pull the rest? Pull it up there. What you're gonna need for this is a Guinness stout. So you can either get it from the tap or from a bottle. However you're getting your Guinness, get a Guinness. We need about 2 ounces of that. Vanilla vodka. We need about 1 ounce of that. 2 ounces if you're drinking. Vanilla vodka gives it a nice sweeter flavor. Coffee liqueur. I like Mr. Black. About 1 ounce of that, maybe 1.5 ounces, depending on. You have to check your ratios. It's all in what you like. Coffee liqueur. I do a little bit of cocoa bitters in there, which just kind of gives it a little more Kiki cocktail
yum.
flavor. So it's like, just a little bit of a fancier flavor. And then the espresso, fresh brewed espresso. And then I just garnish it with a 3-bean combo. So just Guinness, vanilla vodka, coffee liqueur, cocoa bitters, and espresso. And then garnish coffee beans. And it tastes so expensive and classy. You're honoring the Guinness gives it this kind of like little effervescent flavor to it. It's almost like a nitro. It's almost like a nitro cold brew espresso martini.
Wow. And you took the trashiest holiday and you went ahead and you took all the trashy ingredients and you elevated it
Yes.
in a delicious way. Were you gonna put the recipe up? Some people have the recipe up.
I'm gonna make the
somewhere.
recipe on
Or
my
make it, who knows?
on my Instagram maybe. But yeah, and also look out for Kiki Cuisine coming to
Season
a
2.
Season 2 is coming this summer.
Very exciting. Happy St. Patrick's to everyone. Be safe, have fun, drink lots, and we
To
love
all
ya.
a good night.